threats posed by the menace of flooding and erosion to the development of relevant physical infrastructure and socio-economic activities in our communities, towns and metropolitan cities cannot be overemphasized. Delta State, however, as a coastal state, has a peculiar topography that has made most communities prone to flooding and erosion, which has over the years resulted in devastating impacts on lives and properties. Aware of this challenge, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, upon assumption of office, came with a master plan on how to rewrite the history of perennial flooding in different parts of the state. Right behind me is a part of that master plan, a discharge point to a number of storm drainages that empties into the Awanyi River that eventually terminates at the River Niger. There are many of these in the city, even as it is being replicated in the southern and central senatorial districts of the state. On this episode, we shall go beyond the theme to bring you more detailed reports of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa's strategic initiatives in curbing the menace of flooding in Delta State.
The transformation of the environment through urban renewal is a major plank of the 5-point SMART agenda of the Governor Ifeanyi Okowa-led administration. Over the last 6 years, the administration has made frantic efforts in tackling the environmental challenges associated with gully erosion and flood control. One of the major steps taken in this direction by the administration is the construction of the storm water drainage projects at various locations in the state to cushion the effects of gully erosion, which has caused devastating effects in many urban centers.
The governor has constructed over 70 kilometers of major drainage channels since he took office, with about 13 kilometers of associated roads. The first one he started with was the Jesus Saves underground drainage channel, which was actually started in previous administrations, but it was not concluded. So we had to now take that project from the back of Lion House and somewhere around Agric Junction on Infant Jesus Road. Two massive drainage projects. In fact, one of them is about 3 meters by 3 meters in dimension, and we are also working on more.
For the past 6 years, Governor Okowa has been very outstanding. We have better roads now. The drainage system is working. The aesthetic value of our state has been greatly improved. Where I stay presently used to be very dangerous when it rains, but right now I can drive through to the house just after it rains and I'm not scared that anything will happen to the car.
Asaba, for instance, the state capital, is flood-prone as it is situated at the end of a hill that starts from Okpanam town and the very low valley that stretches to the River Niger. These two factors have perennially made the city a receptacle for flood. To tackle this challenge once and for all, the administration embarked on the Asaba Flood Storm Control Project, which involves the building of huge water drainage system to contain the massive flood that disrupts traffic and ravage homes in the heart of the city at each rainy season.
First of all, he identified the problem of Asaba. He involved engineers that helped him do logistics. You know, we used to have flood towards ShopRite. If you go there now, it's not there anymore because you have a big sewer. You can take a car. So when all the water coming from the smaller drainages, they enter into the sewer straight to River Niger. It takes a man that loves the people to spend that kind of money.
Come and see the standard of drainage this man has done. It's amazing. Where you will see gutter as deep as can swallow a car and everything connected. Delta State is blessed with OKOWA.
It just stopped raining a few seconds ago, and right now we are on the Okpanam Road, an area that is known for heavy flooding hours after it had rained. As you can see, the streets are dry. We are heading to one of the locations of the storm drainage project that has been completed to see how rainwater is being channeled to the river. This is not mere coincidence, but as a result of the massive storm drainage project embarked upon by the OKOWA-led administration, which has arrested the flood challenges here in Asaba. Let's take a look at one of the drainages to see how this water is being channeled to the discharge points.
Rain just stop to the fall now, and I stand like this. Even carry my bag, put for ground, no poto, nothing, no stain. If I only that one, we thank God and we thank our governments.
These drain projects cut across major flood-prone areas and streets in the city. The DLA, Jesus Saves and Agric roads, for instance, have all witnessed major underground drainage construction work interconnected to channel storm water into the River Niger through the Amali Mocha River. These areas, prior to now, were often largely submerged during the rainy season and left residents of the areas faced with Herculean task in accessing their homes and workplaces.
I've had a lot of experience on this road where my car has to break down. I had to look for a vehicle to tow it. But today I am happy that I can apply the road without problems. So I'm happy with OKOWA. He's the Ekweme of the time.
I'm thanking Governor OKOWA for what he's doing in Delta State. He has improved seriously. He has done more than what his predecessors. We have been plying this road, suffering, and I can't estimate the kind of damage that was on this road before now. But he has done it now. Look at everybody smiling.
We are happy today because our problem have been solved. We have been suffering for this road, flood everywhere. But now, since OKOWA have come in to survive the area, so everybody is happy.
Jesus Save Road was very bad before. There was no movement, the road were bad, water was disturbing us. We can't even do our business well. Some people started parking out. Now that Governor OKOWA have done the road, everything is moving fine. We are selling well more than before.
However, the stories on the lips of these residents are now different, as these projects have been seen to a successful completion. The DLA road, for instance, which was recently commissioned by the former president of the Nigerian Senate, Bukola Saraki, had the residents pour out their hearts in gratitude to the governor for saving them from the dangerous flooding that eroded the area in the past and greatly undermined the value of property along these economic corridors in the state capital.
DLA road was very bad before, which has condemned about two of my keke. During that time, we cannot be able to move on this road. But now we are happy that our governor, OKOWA, who has made this possible for us to move freely.
Before now, we dey suffer for this road. If we go see who wear white, where they go wedding, the keke and those passengers go for enter water. Now OKOWA come rescue us from the River Niger. No more DLA water side. So now one way to Agbeto.
DLA road is better than before. You see vehicles moving up and down now. For they are flying before now. This way has been very terrible for so many years. Shops were closed down, but now the closed shops are opening.
Also situated right at the heart of the Mariam Babangida Road and DBS Road corridors is another giant stormwater channel that cut across several streets, passing through the Cabinet Road, from where it continued through the Government House to the Anwai River. This project has brought relief to residents and business owners in the access.
Some years ago, this road was nothing to write about. When rain falls, this place is always flooded. But with the help of our governor, this road actually changed. And as a result of the gutters and the drainage, it really helped a lot.
For the years I've been in Asaba, this road was not good enough. Thank God for OKOWA. He has brought light to Delta. I appreciate what he has done. Had it been there as a third tenure, I would have even loved to vote him in.
Some commuters and commercial tricycle operators who ply the Okpanam Road and other adjoining streets are thankful for the transformation of the area with the construction of drainages which are accompanied with rehabilitated and newly constructed roads.
This Okpana road, that time, if rain fall, the road, they bad. Person not going to drive car. Person not going to drive keke and bike. But now, if rain fall now, a minute, the water don't drive for road. The road, they're fine now. Director Ifeanyi Okowa, God bless them. Well.
The road now is more better than the way it did before. The road they block because of the flood, but the government do their best. They tried. If rain fall now, they no more flood.
The contractors that OKOWA has been using, they are doing a nice job. Whatever they start, they finish it. This is my first time to see a governor doing so many roads at the same time. He's doing a very, very good job. I commend his efforts.
Smart Delta.
If we keep our road clean, make we keep our gutter free, make water see where they pass. If everybody clean, you go them better.
Madam, you know say e no good to dey carry dirty put inside gutter. If you dey put dirty inside gutter, you go block waterways. Water no go fit dey flow pass. Na im dey cause flood. The government of Delta State don clear the water drainages and they still dey clear more. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Governor Okowa still dey build a stronger Delta through infrastructure transformation, even human capital development. Also, project that would make life conducive for Deltans. Governor Okowa still dey build storm water drainage. Make we no dey carry our own hand dey put dirty for drainage when e be say government dey do for our own good. No forget say even those dirty e fit cause sickness. Also, e go make our state look very dirty.
Na truth you talk. I no go carry dirty put inside open drainage again.
Make water see where they pass. If everybody clean, you go them better.
Smart Delta. On account of the success story of the Asaba flood management effort, the administration wasted no time in turning its attention to Warri, the commercial nerve center of the state and adjoining communities. The location of Warri and adjoining towns like Efrun and Uwie, which are surrounded by water, make them prone to flooding, especially in the rainy season, when water bodies in such low-lying communities overflow their banks. To arrest this challenge, the governor has embarked on the construction of stormwater drainages situated at different areas in Warri, Uwie, and environs.
I have been here since the state was created. We knew what Asaba used to be, but today the Asaba GRA that used to be so flooded during the rainy season has been properly drained. He has moved to Warri, and in less than 2 years we have operated. We have done our best through the provision by the state governor to make sure that Warri has been massively drained.
The drain projects, just like in Asaba, also cut across several flood-prone areas in Warri and its environs. With work currently ongoing, residents and business owners are enthusiastic that the nightmare of flood around their homes and businesses would be a thing of the past.
Before now, when this drainage has not been constructed, any rainy season, we cannot even come to the shop. The whole place will be flooded. And even my neighbor packed out because of the water. Me, I was even planning to pack out, but I did not see shop. But since the drainage now, the road is better.
The storm drainage is helping us. It has reduced the flood to an extent. After tying the road, I don't think water will be on the road again because this storm drainage will consume the water. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, he has tried.
We want to commend the state government for this drainage they have constructed already. Before this drainage was constructed, it's difficult for motorists to even go along this road as it is now.
The governor's determination and commitment to ensuring that these projects are seen to a successful completion has propelled him to regularly embark on inspections of the various ongoing storm drainage construction sites around Warri, Uwie, and environs as he looked forward to completion in the coming year.
A lot of people have built on the natural waterway, even inside the river. You see they're blocking it now and laying foundations. So that's part of what we're going to do. What we need to go and see now.
The contract is being actually executed in line with specifications, and we will definitely get the results. I'm glad with the quality of work, which is important. I'm also glad that the part that they've even done already was already impactful in the last rainy season. And we hope that by this rainy season, there will be a lot of mitigation of the flooding problem in Warri.
Up OKOWA! Up OKOWA! Your Excellency, we appreciate you.
The flood challenge is not confined to only Asaba, Warri and environs. Smart Delta Media turned its roving lenses to Sapele and Ogara in Sapele and Ethiop West local government areas. The topography in these areas is akin to what is found in Warri and many other regions in the state. Thus, the challenge they face is similar. However, the state government has ensured the construction of massive culverts with waterways to check flooding in these areas.
Because of the water flow, people find it difficult to come in. There are some people who have portion of land here, but they cannot develop because of the water. But with this one now, we are happy because everywhere is dried up now, so they can come in to develop. And where they are building houses and the place they develop, people will be populated there.
When I park to this place, all these places are all flooded down to our house. But today we were surprised that the governor said, no, I need to help my people. So with this project, we are very, very happy.
As part of continuous efforts by the state government to deflood as many communities and towns as possible, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa also ensured the regular dredging of some of the major rivers surrounding these flood-prone areas. This is to ensure that the river capacity is increased to receive the inflow of flood water during the rains.
We are able to do this now because we have a governor who understands the plights of the people. The flooding has not come, but we are already preparing.
This long time we have been facing this flood. It's very hectic, and when we saw the presence of the government, we were so happy. I want to commend His Excellency Dr. Senator Ifeanyi Okowa for responding to our cry.
I've been in this area for over 20 years, and the flooding has been disturbing us. But when they came to dredge this place, the thing just subsided. It has gone a long way. Dr. Okowa, we are thanking him for the great work that he's doing.
Dr. Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, he has been very prompt to, since inception of office. There is a free flow of water around this environment, and the threat of the flood from town overflowing our farm has been totally reduced.
To further ensure that the problem of flooding is tackled to a great extent in the course of his administration, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has continued to award more projects which are ongoing at the moment. For instance, at the popular Baleke Market and Iregua Street in Ika South local government area, which is known for flooding and dilapidated road infrastructure, the story is about to change with the ongoing construction of roads and storm drainage channels in the areas.
I want to say a very big thank you to our amiable governor, His Excellency Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for this laudable project. And this is a project we have been waiting for quite a long time. And I know with what we are seeing now, it will increase the level of business transaction with the new construction of the market that is about to take off, and the road is going to give a facelift to this environment and Ekasa local government in general.
We thank the governor for the work well done, and also trying to put our streets in order. Before, it was not motorable as much, but once the road is completed, customers will be coming from east, north and south. So we pray that Almighty Father will bless him and he will continue his work.
I so much thank God for what our governor, Mr. Ekweme, is doing for us, for this Baleke Street. I'm so much happy. Ekweme 1. Wait till you talk with the drive, you know the fail. I thank God for that. We pray for long life for you in Jesus' name, amen.
Indeed, the sincere commitment of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa to cushion the effect of flood and erosion in affected areas of the state has attracted the admiration of the World Bank. Today, Delta State, in partnership with the World Bank and Nigerian Erosion and Watershed Management Project, is constructing massive storm drainages to cushion the effects of gully erosions in some of the affected areas.
This is the first of its kind in Delta State. The challenges they had with the erosion, the flood, they've all been mitigated by the intervention of these projects funded by World Bank in collaboration with the Delta State government.
It's purely erosion control project. The condition before the intervention
actually sacked many residents out of their homes because most of the sites, both communities were splitted into two due to the erosion effects. The job is almost completed and the problem is almost fully resolved.
Obongba and Ukunzo communities, both in Aniocha North local government area of the state, are some of the areas that have over the years witnessed the development of gullies and suffered the life-threatening impact of massive gully erosions which have long affected their livelihoods. Some residents of Obongba community, while speaking with Smart Delta, narrated the ordeal they have passed through prior to the intervention.
The challenge we have here before, it was no-go area. You cannot pass here freely. Motor cannot even pass, even lakes have food. But now, people can pass it. Obongba community is very, very happy.
I remember many years ago, we have been suffering for this gully because we were so deep that time. We were crying. But now, we thank Governor OKOWA. But this road now is well tied. We are happy.
Here before is no-go area. You can't pass here. Like you see it from here now, down. We cannot cross. We go and take the other side. We have a fine road now. When people come now, they pass easily now.
The same story resonates at Owanta in Ika North-East local government area, where the problem of gully erosions has left some of the residents displaced and homeless. Chinedu Moseri, Ngozi Eluma, and many other residents spoke on how devastating the effect of the erosion were and the new lease of life they now enjoy, even with ongoing projects soon to be completed.
This is a 12-room apartment. All people were living inside. It was due to the erosion and the flood. That was how they left. It's getting better because we've had many rainfalls and no erosions. So I'm very, very grateful to the government for their good work. Kudos to them.
How a day before, we know they sleep. Heavy erosion day here. This rainy season now, no sleep. We were for down the park go village. They affect plenty farm. But now as then they work improvement the day. Before they start this work, if rain won't start to fall, all of us will just come out and look outside. Fear not they let us sleep because if rain won't start, we would think say all these stars go fall on top of our head. Some we don't run come out. Me say I not go pack come out. If this upstairs won't for make it fall. But God can't do them now. We thank God for OKOWA.
Some contractors seeking the execution of these projects at the various locations speak more on the capacity of these ongoing drainages and the great impact they will have in eradicating the problem of gully erosion in the areas.
As at today, we've achieved the first major discharge, which is the 4x2U channel, that will collect all the eroded water that have caused this major erosion. That's that big drain you are seeing over there. We've done the gabion. That gabion is to protect the walls. It serves as retaining wall and also serves to reduce the erosion effect by the side of the walls of the drain. Also create an environmental impact that will be useful for the community for a very long time.
It's a 2.3 kilometer drainage first phase and another 1.4 kilometer to the river. We are now here inside the gully, as you see. We already complete the grassing. Riprap will start very soon. The road is complete. The drain is around 80% complete.
With the array of drains crisscrossing major cities in Delta State, Deltans now heave a sigh of relief as the impact of floods after heavy rainfall has been reduced significantly. With the streets now drier, the people can go about their socio-economic activities even in the heart of the rainy season without fear for their lives and or losing investments. This is another vision of a stronger Delta.
Senator Ifeanyi OKOWA, my humble and amiable governor, God has recorded what you are doing. At the end of our system, your legacy will ever be remembered. And everybody called OKOWA will be given high respect because you've come to make us proud.
The feedback segment.
This week, we received a message on our Instagram page from Maurice Jerry, and it reads, I want to commend Dr. Ifeanyi OKOWA for these great feats. Indeed, as the Holy Book says, The people rejoice when the righteous rule. Like Oliver Twist, I want to plead with the governor not to forget Ewu Road in Ughelli South Local Government, the community where the late Senator Pius Ewerido hails from. Thank you, our working governor.
Thank you, Maurice, for your inquiry about Ewu Road. I think the road from the Ughelli Patani Expressway to Ewu is in good condition. The Delta State government recently awarded a very major contract for the construction of a bridge after Ewu town to Orere community, which is part of Ewu. If you go there now, the contractor has mobilized and they started piling on the bridge project.
It's important to get informed about what is going on in this state. If you're going to pass suggestions to us as government, your suggestions will be welcome. To know more about the Smart Delta team, follow Smart Delta on their various links.
Text your questions to 08121192133 or send with the hashtag AXIT to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA'S they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA'S they do. I see a job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them highlight. OKOWA'S. I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of us.